Cultures around the world have occasions that are designed for people to gather, chat, and reminisce. This can happen on birthdays, on anniversaries, and at funerals. Family members remind each other about the ties that bind them together. Disputes break out over half-remembered events from decades ago. At Emory University, psychologist Robin Fivush studies the psychological effects these stories can have on our lives. Robin Fivush, welcome to Hidden Brain.
Thank you. I'm so privileged to be here. I really am looking forward to this interview.
Robin, when you were very young, your family was struck by two terrible tragedies, more or less simultaneously. It changed the course of your life. Can you tell me what happened?
Well, my father died when I was quite young, and my mother was in a very bad car accident. She went through the passenger side window of the windshield, was thrown out of the car, and she was actually in a coma for 6 weeks. So she was in a coma when my father died.
Oh my God.
And she had a lot of bodily fractures, as you might imagine.
Yeah.
She was in a body cast, but she also had a lot of cognitive damage and was essentially in and out of hospitals for a number of years. So my grandparents raised me and my sister for most of my childhood. And during that time, we spent, frankly, quite a lot of time in hospital waiting rooms and not spending time doing many of the typical activities of childhood.
If I could ask you what happened to your dad, how did he come to pass away at an early age?
He died of cancer.
I see. And how old were you at the time, Robin?
I was 3 years old.
Oh, so you were very young. You probably have very few memories of your dad.
You know, it's interesting. It's one of the things that actually got me interested in studying memory is I was very young. And most people can't remember things that happened before they were about 3 or 3.5. That's a very strong research finding. When you ask adults to recall their earliest childhood memories, they almost never remember anything that happened before they were 3. But I have this unfortunate marker in my childhood. I know if I remember my father, it had to be something that happened before I was 3. And I actually have 2 memories of my father. They're very strong images and sense perceptions of being with him.
Can you tell me what those 2 memories are?
One is actually we were visiting caverns, underground caverns in upstate New York. I believe they're called house caverns. My sister is about 3 years older than me. This is my mother, my father, and I was on my father's shoulders. And I remember the feeling of being on his shoulders, and then suddenly things going very dark because they turned off all the lights in the cave, and feeling safe. And that's it. That's the whole memory.
And you felt safe, of course, because you were sitting on your father's shoulders.
I was sitting on his shoulders.
Yeah.